Ethan, how you doing, brother? Gavin, good to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping by. It's a dull grey day here, so I thought I'd get out before it starts raining, have a little plink at the targets I set up in the backyard. You can see a bunch of different bits and pieces hanging from the trees, hopefully. Whee, there we go. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, this zoom, there we go. So hopefully you can see we've got a wiffle ball, we got the remains of some cans, we've got a bit further on, we got a like a bean can, got an Omega leather can here, got some more further out. This one's at about 15, 16 meters, this one's just over 20 meters, this one's at about 10. These are, I think, at about 8 or 9, just to keep Coin happy in case he drops in. And I am shooting long draw today. Well, I'm shooting Ethan long draw, probably. Well, maybe Rob long draw. I don't know. It's coming back to about here. So probably Ethan long draw. And I'm shooting 16 to 10, Ethan. Just to keep you happy, brother. So, shooting my glow-in-the-dark Eddie Snakehead. Rah. Rah. So, I'm not doing, yeah, it's good, man. I'm just getting used to it. It's different. It's definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm getting more accurate. And actually, hey, how you doing, Slingberger? I'm good, brother. Tired, but otherwise good. Just out here having a little plink in the backyard. Yeah, Ethan. I'm kind of more accurate with this frame long draw than I am short draw. Strangely, it's just. Blink. So I have no idea what I look like when I'm shooting. I don't know how far I am from the... I zoomed in so you could see the targets, but that's all right, man. Oh, I see you were talking to Dave. Yeah, you also didn't answer my video call, but hey, I know you don't love me. It's fine. Whatever. Sleep is more important than talking to your friends. Hey, Leon. I see you too, bro. I see you. Let's go for that Omega can. Oh, just missed it. I'm also shooting clay today, so if the wind picks up, it could be interesting. But, oh. Boy, low. Thanks, man. I watched your live yesterday, Leon. Finally got to watch it when you unprivated it. That's all right, man. I'm going to be out in Tennessee before you get out to Australia, almost certainly. Well, hopefully. Oh. You look like a weirdo. I don't know about that, man. You just look like you. If that's a weirdo, well, cool. I'm cool with weirdos. Let me see if I can turn this around a little. Because the furthest, there we go. That's better. Okay, because the furthest target on this side is probably that wiffle ball just there, and I doubt I'll be able to hit that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets. Yeah, still dialing in this long draw thing. It's not oh, Coin's definitely a weirdo, but we love him. Oh, for sure, Leon. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I plan on heading through, and then we can take a drive down south. See Ethan, and who knows, I might even carry on down and see some friends down in Louisiana. Haven't been down there for a long while, and I've got a few friends who I need to catch up with. So, plus, you know, who doesn't love beignet and coffee on the banks of the Mississippi? I'm off. Them clays are supersonic. Yeah, they are, man. They're going pretty quick. This is really crap latex. It's the that exercise band stuff that I talked to you about, and I've managed to. Yeah, this is the heavy stuff, and I wasn't using it, so I thought cut it thin and narrow tapers, and just use it till it busts. And it's actually had some pretty good life. Oh, that was the top of the can. But yeah, I haven't shot steel in a while. It's just setting up the catch bag was less easy than hitting targets out here in the yard. So really light for what it is. I mean, it's 0.7. It's actually quite thick. I don't know whether you can see, but it's not thin. It feels kind of like a slightly snappier draw feeling than the the Simple Shot Black. Simple Shot 0.7 feels like a more consistent draw. This bottoms out very quickly. I'll try and show you. Like, I think this is a 20. I think this was 24 centimeters, 240 or something. But it basically, that's full draw. Like, that's bottomed out, totally bottomed out. There's a foot behind my head. So thanks, Jason. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for supporting. I'm not really looking to like build my YouTube presence, but it's great to have you here. How's things in Sydney, man? I'll give you a follow when I get off live, Jason. And next time I'm down New South Wales wise, I'll touch base and we can clink some cans together. So to go at that one out of 15 meters, this will be interesting. No, just right. Yeah, it's cloudy here, man. No, this is my custom Eddie snakehead from Christian, from Down Under Catapults. Glow in the dark. Prolapse King. What an unbelievably awesome name. There you go, man. There's my frame. Yeah, so this is all glow in the dark resin, glow in the dark in the center, and a kind of harlequin orange carbon fiber on the back. It's nice, but it took me a long time because it's 95 mil. Took me a while. I was shooting it short draw and sighting. Christian, we were just talking about your frame, brother. I'm I'm shooting it long draw, and I'm a lot more accurate with it long draw. It's weird. As you know, I had a bit of a problem with it when I first got it because it was like 90. I could do, Ethan. Honestly, it's really quite bright in the dark. Um, but and this is the man made it down under catapults. So give him a like, give him a follow, give him lots of love, because anyone who doesn't know him, awesome guy. Chad, good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in. Ooh, they're ripping through the bush, but they're not hitting the targets I'm aiming at. Nothing new there then. Let's go for that Omega cam down there. No, I don't know. Maybe my eye is not in. Yesterday I was really in the zone and I thought, oh great, I'll go live tomorrow, and then typically performance anxiety kicks in. I can see them. They're going close. They're just not going where I want them to go. Left, right, not on target. Relax. No, left again. I will shoot some steel again soon, and then I might be a little more accurate, but this clay's, it's quite nice. I bought some clay that was slightly more expensive than normal, and it's actually holding up pretty good. How are things down in Cowra, Chris? How's the weather? Still chilly? There we go. Ah, the auto carrot bit you, mate. Bit vold. Bit vold? Das ist fault. Auto carrot hell, mate. Yeah. It was really chilly here for a little while in the nights, but it's kind of warming up again now, so. Shooting right through the gap between those two half cans on the... Have you ever shot anyone in the head with my slingshot? No, I haven't. Thankfully. I've hit myself, right, in the head, but I would never aim it at anyone else, no. Not least because if I'm shooting steel, they're going way too quick. It would really, really hurt. I don't hunt, I don't shoot anything alive with my slingshots. Which one, Ethan? Was that your evil Eric son? Ah, right. The less experienced son shot you in the face. The more experienced son probably helped make the frame that shot you in the face, right? Oh God, no. I already know that Ethan's son, well, certainly Eric, is very aware of firearm procedure, shall we say. So what have we all been up to? Who's been boring themselves with the Olympic stuff? I watched some awful... Robert, Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in, man. Um, I watched the awful intro, like a highlights of the opening ceremony for the Olympics. It was a little bit, mind-boggling. Um, I'm imagining that all the people organising the Brisbane Olympics in 2032 just watched the opening ceremony in Paris and went, "Oh God, no! We've got to spend way more money than we planned." It's not for me either, but I wanted to laugh at it, you know. And the Australian voiceovers, you know, the presenters were just so excited about the Australian team. It was so entertaining. Um, Let me scroll back a bit. What's going on? Clays are smoking. Yeah, they are, mate. They're going pretty quick. It's quite nice. I'm really determined to hit this. I'm determined to hit this Omega can down here, which is at about 11, 12 meters, and I'm just. Ah. You in Brisbane, Prolapse? Who shot a slingshot ball at you? I don't know any other shooters around here, but bang out of order if they shot one at you. Just left. Whereabouts in Brisbane are you, Prolapse? Or were you just visiting and they decided, foreigner, shoot him? There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Zach. Hey, brother. How you doing? You're just visiting? Or you were visiting? Where were you visiting from, Prolapse? Ooh, just grazed it. Sheffield. Up north. Nice, mate. Yeah, in case you hadn't worked out, I am not originally from Australia, but I've been out here ages. Yeah, all the birds in Australia seem to have a desperate need to be heard, Zach. We have some really loud birds out here, but it is nice. It's nice to hear birds instead of bushwhackers and mowers and power tools and stuff. Are you visiting as well, Christian? Just visiting? So what have we been all up to? Who's been shooting, doing stuff? Seen a lot of shorts from you, Zach. Been out and about, man. Ooh, big cockatoo just went over. Hey, I forgot how big they are. Yeah, long time visited, mate. Same here. Yeah, I haven't done any of those for ages. I think the last one I did was that shot on the bridge, and that was months and months and months and months ago. Anyway, I've kind of gone over to the dark side, Zach, recently, which is long draw. I'm not doing my short draw thing as much. Does mean that my cheek is regularly rosy and bruised, but hey, I'm getting there. Where's the cocker one? He was kind of up there, but flying quite low, reminded me how big he was. A big sulfur-crested cockatoo. Yeah, I actually had a realization the other day how strange it would be for anyone who doesn't live here to come visit and look out the window and expect to see small passerine birds, you know, like they're used to, and just see dinosaurs in the trees, you know, they're like huge cockatoos, I looked out the other morning and the closest bush tree to my house, to my window, was full of lorikeets. They were just parrots, you know, and then a couple of other parrots flew across, different ones, and it's like, these are my backyard birds. So I feel quite privileged. It's really nice. Um, I was born in Hammersmith, Prolapse, but I didn't live there very long. I didn't live in West London very long. I've been all over. Most recently down West Country. So, like before I came out here, I was in Bristol. Brizzle. Down West Country way. Reeton Babber. There's a parrot here. I'd be wondering where it got away from. Yeah, it would be a zoo escape, or some rich parrot collector had lost one of his parrots. All right, let's go for that Omega can again. Let's see if I can hit it. No, for some reason, it's that shooting down thing that Mark was talking about. I think was that. Whoa, something's being mobbed over there. Oh, a bunch of birds. More birds. What am I shooting? I am shooting my glow-in-the-dark custom Eddie snakehead from Christian. It's a beautiful frame, and I've really struggled with it since I've owned it because it's 95mm and short draw. I was shooting below, my reference point was lower than the fork tip, and it's fine. I adapted to it, but I wasn't very accurate with it. And since I've been shooting long draw, for some reason my long draw reference point means that 95 is pretty much on point. Yeah, he did. He's not happy with it, but I was happy with it. I really loved it the moment I saw it, and so I got it, and I'm not going to show you what he thinks are flaws, because it's ridiculous. They're not really flaws, they're just unique little special dots and patterns on it that he didn't want there, but I liked. Yeah, it was a fail for you, but I just can't believe that, Christian. It's not a fail, man. Yeah, that's how much of a fail it is. And if a crap shooter like me can hit stuff with it, it's obviously not a fail. Well, what did I miss? Get a gel blaster. They're fun and safe. And I don't want anything that I just point and press a trigger, mate. It's like, the fun of this for me is, apart from the community and hanging out with my sling family, is the whole thing. It's like the ritual. It calms me down. It silences the brain fears. This is my meditation time. If I had a gel blaster, I'd just be firing off hundreds and hundreds of annoying little gel pellets into the bush and making that horrible click, 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 click noise. But each to their own. If you enjoy it, I'm all for it. You know, if you like gel blasters, man, get a gel blaster. The irony is that with the right setup and the right draw length, the right bands, the right ammo, you chuck in slingshot ammo as fast as a gel blaster anyway. You know, possibly faster. I don't know. I haven't really looked. I know gel blaster ammo is really light. But these clays are just over a gram, and I think that's slightly more than a gel blaster, maybe 50% more. Actually had someone try shooting gel blaster ammo out of a slingshot. I think it was, who was it? I can't remember. I remember seeing a video where they tried it. They're just not accurate. They don't go straight. I do have a friend with a couple of them though. So, 7 people in. Who's in? I can't see who's in. I don't know how to do that. Is Rob here yet? My uncle had an African grey that was fluent in cursing. They're intelligent birds. Yeah, and they learn. And they have a long time to learn because African greys live a long time. Okay, I know what I was doing wrong with the with shooting the Omega can target just down there. It's that whole lifting my anchor point rather than tipping. The squatch pickle. Yeah. I saw that half completed, Leon. It was very cool. Or was it the squatch pickle or the main? Yeah, the squatch pickle. How's the finger, Christian? For anyone who doesn't know Christian, I was with Christian and Jules when his dogs decided to get into a bit of a Barney, and Christian separated them and dislocated his finger really badly. It's still hanging in there, hanging off. It was terrifying, man. I've never seen anyone's finger at that angle. Wow, it's just... I wish we'd taken a photo now. I know it sounds morbid, but I wish we'd had a photo of that, because that was... Oh, man. So you know, everyone, like normally when you dislocate your finger, it's little finger, it's there, right? It just pops out and then pops back in. Christian dislocated it at this joint. So his hand was like this, and his finger just stuck out that way, like that, there. And I saw it and I was like, Christian, your finger. And he went, oh yes. Like it was the most normal thing in the world, man. Oh, I wish we got a photo, man, or a video. A video of your reaction would have been classic, because you were like, oh, my finger. Look at my finger. It's going. Oh, you've got to see Squatch Pickle, Robert. It's awesome. I'm not even trying for the long shots. Let me see if I can have a few shots on this one here. The really entertaining thing about this one is, can you see the bottom of the post there? Just there. There. So all that damage to that old stump is me missing the can. Like just not compensating for the drop. All right, Zach, thanks for dropping in, brother. Go easy. Good to see you. So I got bugs dropping down the back of my neck as well, which is annoying. Let's see if I can compensate for the drop enough to get it. No. Determined to hit it. It's just going to take me a while to dial in. So I'm sorry for the delay in target acquisition. All right, hit the wood underneath. So again, my usual trick of destroying the prop and not hitting the target. That hit the tree behind. sand again. Wondering if, oh, oops. I was going to go co-live with Rob this morning, but he hasn't hit me up. If anyone wants to go co-live, just let me know, and I'm happy to send you a link. Close. Yeah, I know, Paul. Got it. Like, it's definitely not advisable. Keep your wood out of range of slingshot ammo, or pain will be part of your life. How are you, mate? How's Canada at the moment? Probably same as Canada was last time we spoke, but oh yeah, so close. Shooting at range is still a problem. Shooting at range, long draw, definitely a problem, but I'm going to keep practicing. Awesome. I look forward to it, Paul. Hopefully YouTube will do its thing and give me a notification, but I'll just drop in. Time difference makes it difficult when people say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm like, my tomorrow? Your tomorrow? I live in everyone's future most of the time. It's very weird. I'm also getting good at like dropping my ammo today. But it's just clay, I'm not going to search for it. Maybe I can hit that wiffle ball. What are the lottery numbers? I'll look them up and I'll let you know. Whee, wiffle! Good lad, Robert. Oh, Chad, you've subbed to Paul. Cool. Wiffle! That wiffle is just the worst target I've got out here because it gets tangled up in the trees the moment I hit it. Let's see if I can get it. It would be funny, but I would have to demand a finder's fee, and I'd probably be in some sort of, I don't know, time dilation, breach of regulations. I'd probably have the doctor turn up and tell me that I wasn't allowed to mess with the time stream or something. Thanks for sharing, Chad. Yeah, everyone give Paul a follow and like his content. Good lad. Drywall hanging. Ah, the joy, Robert. You went live twice? What the like, everyone's going live. Why haven't I seen any of these? Like, YouTube just doesn't tell me about anything anymore. I'm subbed to everyone. I've got my notifications on. What is up with YouTube's notifications? Sometimes it takes days for me to get a notification that someone went live. And the only person I got an immediate notification for recently was Leon going live, his most recent live. And then I went to that and he'd left it on private, so I couldn't see it. And he only managed to get that sorted yesterday so that I could watch it. And yeah, YouTube has been messing with me with notifications. Oh, I saw you and... Oh, hang on. No, I saw you go live with Chuckin, but that was your first live after you got out of bed. So, well, that was a few days ago, right? Yeah, bugs. Oh, that was with Mikey. Yeah, yeah, right. Okay, so when did you... Was that yes? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'll catch up with them all. Lazy Sunday at home. I'll get around to watching everyone's lives and hitting that thumb. Is that a recent video, Ethan? The Natty one? Weird. I don't know what's going on with YouTube anyway. But I just come in here to have a chat with you guys, kill some time, have a nice morning before the weather closes in and stops me shooting outside. Okay, I'll check that out, Ethan. I don't think I've seen you and Eric making natties. Well, not a video of it anyway. Smack. Oh God, man, I don't. I'm old school. I'm like John Pertwee, and you know that sort of era Doctor. I mean, I watched it since, but that's kind of where I started. Back in the 70s, Tom Baker in the 80s, John Pertwee at the end of the 70s, mid 70s. Yeah, Eric's a good kid. It's good to see Eric hanging out with Ethan. It's always good. Oh, just low. That wiffle ball is dodging my ammo now. Sylvester McCoy. Now that is a highly controversial statement, Paul. But you are entitled to your opinion. I support it. I mean, I don't think he was the best, but I support your right to think it was the best. Don't do a whole lot. Yeah, Eric is the Shadow. That would be his superhero name if he was a superhero. The Shadow. Okay, I just made that target disappear. How did I do that? So it's not a very exciting live. I'm sorry, guys. I just thought I'd drop in and say hello while I was shooting for myself. But me and my shadow. It's like a little kumbaya campfire live, Paul. We're turning it into a bit of a music making gig. Better than your live was. I wouldn't say that, Leon. I watched the whole of your live, brother. I ought to let you all know as well. I don't know whether I freaked Leon out. He claims I didn't, but I still think it was a bit of a weird thing for my brain to latch onto. But in his live, where he went, That's the view outside the window. However long it was, like 2 seconds. I was like, what's the logo on that building? And I know which town Leon lives in, but I don't know his address. And I managed in about 2 minutes to locate his apartment block, or his aunt's apartment block, just from that brief glimpse of the view out the window, just using Street View and a Google search. Creepy as. My brain, I don't know why my brain went there, but I was like, I wonder if I can do this. It was like one of those weird geolocation things where I just needed to know. It was such a unique view, like the warehouse and everything and the buildings and the way the rail line went. I was like, I bet I can work out where he is. And I did. And it was very, very creepy. Yeah, my mind does go crazy. And I do have your address, Ethan, yeah. And I told Leon, I said, the weird thing is that it would have been so much easier just to say to him, what address is it? But I didn't. I worked out his address from just seeing out the window of his apartment. But it kind of reminded me that how crazy this whole thing is, that you can, like, how easy it is to kind of be a bit of a weird stalky person. Oh, the wind's picking up. Look, exactly, Ethan. And that's what I said to him. I said, well, I don't know the apartment number, but I could probably work it out with a bit more time. I don't know. It's definitely top floor, right? I say definitely. I reckon it's top floor. Oh, I wouldn't try and get in. You wouldn't buzz me in anyway if I turned up. Hey, Leon, it's Adam. I've come all the way to see you. Bugger. Did I see an arrow on it? The image you sent me, I don't think it had any arrows. It just looked like the image I sent you. Your house keys, they can be 3D printed exactly from showing them on a video. I know, creepy, man. It's just creepy. Not that I show my house keys on a video, not by choice. I'm not really aiming at those distant targets, so I'm not sure why I don't really need to show them in the video. I'm going to focus in on those ones on the left, really, because that's where I'm shooting. Schmack. Good luck getting in my house. Mate, I will just bribe your wife with cherry ripes and she will let me in. I'll just turn up with a big box of cherry ripes in my arms. Let me in, and I'll be let in. I'll turn up with Chiquitos for Eric, and he'll let me in through the back door. Exactly, Ethan. I know the weak spots to get into your house, and it's all through family members, through the soft, sweet medium of candy. Australian candy that you can't get over there easily. And it has real sugar in it, not corn syrup. That's why you guys love all this overseas candy and like Coca-Cola over here. It's just like, it's like crack because it has real sugar in it. And you guys have that corn syrup infused stuff. Corn syrup's in everything over there. They do Nobby's nuts, mate. In fact, yeah, they do Nobby's nuts in the supermarket, but there's also there's a nut shop down in West End here in Brisbane called Mix Nuts, which I think is a kind of play on word. It's Mick, as in Michael, Mix Nuts, and they do a lot of different nuts. But yeah, Nobby's nuts still a thing here, mate. The sun is coming out. I think my neighbours think I'm probably a bit mad, but hey. Coffee crisp. Why is coffee crisp? I don't want my coffee crispy. I want it soft and milky and floofy. What the hell is Coffee Crisp? I'll have to look that one up. Kinder Eggs! Yeah, we have Kinder Eggs as well. The proper ones, not those weird, scoopy, gloopy ones that made Ethan sick. Milking coffee is a crime. This is not true. Milk is not a crime. Not in coffee. I'll tell you what is a crime in coffee. Coffee syrup. Like hazelnut syrup or almond syrup or vanilla syrup or any syrup, actually. Anything that changes the flavour of the coffee from coffee to something else. The toffee crispy bar of chocolate that tastes like coffee. That sounds really good, actually, Paul. Chicory? Oh, come on, man. Fuck. You'll be telling me that rooibos is tea next. You know? It's not. Like, chicory is not coffee. It's horrible. I'll be in touch, Paul. I'll drop you a line, man. We'll do an overpriced shipping candy parcel exchange or something. You know, I'll send you some Australian candy, mate. Australia for the win. Ethan will tell you the sort of weird, crazy packages I send to people. If I could afford to send more, they'd be going out all the time, but I don't have enough cash to cover the postage most of the time. It's ridiculously expensive. I'm gonna sort out. But yeah, international Sling family candy exchange should definitely be a thing. What? $250 shipping? Whoa, man. No, that's criminal. $40 a candy, and that's Canadian dollars, right? So what's Canadian dollars at the moment for me? It's a little, I think your dollar is a little bit stronger than ours, but that's ridiculous, man. Yeah, when I sent the parcel to Ethan, I think it cost me something like $60 or something. And it took ages to get there as well. It wasn't like it got there any time soon. We shall talk, Leon. I'll organise something for you, brother. Now I'm all off. Shooting wild. Get my release right. It's definitely something different. I've been playing with like full butterfly recently with tubes. So, you know, never to do things in halves. Instead of going to full butterfly from long draw or 3/4, I just went, I'll go tubes and I'll go full butterfly, which was this is getting a lot better, but it was quite a good bleeder of a butterfly kiss, and that was from the full butterfly. But I can't do my thumb down. Like long draw, I shoot thumb down. 3/4 butterfly, I shoot thumb down. As soon as I go to full butterfly, I can't hold my hand at the angle. Once my arm goes out to full length, this becomes really, really uncomfortable. So I have to go like thumb up, hence smacking my face. Shipped 2 frames to the UK was $62. Man, that's just... No. That's just, you see, it's really ridiculous postage now, especially since um, over here, I don't know about in the States, but I suspect it's the same everywhere. Over here, most of Australia Post's business is parcels now. They don't really send letters anymore. Nobody writes letters anymore. Well, I do, but very few people write letters by hand and send them. So most of their postage is just parcels, right? And they still can't get it right, and they still can't deliver them on time, and they still charge too much for it. Yeah, I mean, there's an example, Paul. What? Like candy sent in November, got it in April, and I bet they blamed Christmas. Oh, but you know, Christmas was really busy around Christmas. Guess what? It's busy around Christmas every year. Preempt it. Don't let it affect your business. You're talking about the package, Ethan, that I sent. Only one thing left out of that package. I can tell you what it is as well. That's that Vegemite special, and it isn't a lifetime supply. What are you talking about? There's a tiny, tiny little squeezy bottle. It's like a week's supply to an average. In fact, most Australians don't buy the squeezy bottle because they just go through it too quick. They buy the big fat jar. I just didn't want to be shipping glass to you. Thumbs up feels awkward past the Irish region. I would agree. Thumbs up feels awkward for me. Actually, it's the other way for me. Thumbs up. Yeah, so thumb up, short draw. If I go back to here, it would be uncomfortable. So I go thumb down for long draw. As soon as you get past that push stage, that's okay, but once you get further back, I want to turn my hand around. It's like, what do we got? Yeah, I'm just catching up here. Paul, I miss writing letters. When I was a kid, I had a pen pal in Japan. I used to love writing. Well, you want to speak to me and Leon, because Leon and I are big fans of ink pens, as in fountain pens. We once bored an entire group of Sling family by talking about fountain pens instead of slingshots. I just watched, people just leaving. It's like, they're talking about pens. What are they talking about? Vegemite, yeah. In England, it is Marmite, but it's not the same thing, man. It really isn't. Like, the closest thing to Vegemite in the Marmite range is New Zealand Marmite. New Zealand Marmite is like a Vegemite version of Marmite. It's weird. It's milder. It's less intense. Like, Marmite is pretty intense. If you don't like Vegemite, if you struggle with Vegemite, I think you would properly struggle with Marmite. So, and Leon, you will try that stuff because I am going to make sure that everyone tries it. And Ethan is a convert. He's a convert. He struggled the first time, and I sent him step-by-step photo instructions on how to eat Vegemite. And from that moment on, it was one more of us, one less of them. He was a convert. He gets it now. Drown that shit in butter. That's the secret. We shall chat, Paul. For sure, brother. I'll drop you a line. Why? Because you'd write it in a foreign language, Ethan? Like Southern drawl? Phonetic Southern drawl. I just have lots of yalls and bub. Oh, the sun's come out. That's so nice. Marmite is kind of like the devil's spunk after a curry. Quite possibly. I've never heard it described that way, Paul, but I can see where you're coming from there. Can't say I've ever tried the devil's seed. So after a curry or before a curry or at any time. So I can't speak for the truth of that statement, but it sounds pretty good. I know that I know for sure that that Christian can't stand it. should order me some Vegemite one day. No, I'll just send you some, Robert. I'll send some Vegemite care packages to the US for distribution to the poor Vegemite-free peoples of the world. Oh, by the way, if any of you think that that can is indestructible and lasting a really long time, it's not actually a can. It's 2 cans that have already been cut, and I just didn't bother taking the first one off before I hung the second one. So now I've got 2 can tops sitting slightly apart from each other on the same string. There's a lot of midges out today. They're bugging me. Mozzies and midges. That wiffle ball is hard to hit. Probably because it's only 40 mil wide. Oh, there we go. Made it disappear. Up into the tree. A giant can. It's not that big. It's about the same size as a normal can, actually, because there's only 2 little halves of it. But yes, I do have some giant cans now. I do tend to drink my beer in half-litre cans, so they're quite sizable. Handwriting, pretty crazy handwriting. Mum taught me how, because she works for 4 doctors, they can't write. No doctors can write. Yeah. Or maybe you should become a doctor, Ethan. I mean, you could probably just get in just by turning up and going, I'm already a doctor, look at my handwriting, and they'd believe you. Leon, no. The butter is part, it'd be like saying, what's the point in gumbo if you've got spice in it? Right? I mean, it's just part of the deal. I know people who spread Vegemite real thick. I know people who spread it real thin. I like it really thin with loads of butter, and then it's really, 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 really good. It's also nice under scrambled egg, but again, really buttery toast. There's something about hot buttered toast. So hot buttered toast, but just a little bit of Vegemite. Correct, Leon, like salt and pepper on a steak. See, you thought I was going to go, oh no, steak. But I'm not like that, because I've eaten steak. I remember what it tastes like. I just don't want to eat it now. Although I suspect when I come out to the US next, I'll be traveling around some places I've never been, and there are certain places where, for instance, fresh seafood is the thing, and if you don't eat seafood, there's pretty much nothing else to eat. I'm thinking up like northern Maine coastline, some of the New England bits, where fishing is such a big deal. So I might start eating some fish when I'm over there, but it will be weird because I haven't eaten flesh in, let me think, 36 years. So I may have some entertaining intestinal reactions. Where are we? Well, that's okay, Leon, because like most people like to troll me about it. You ain't putting on your eggs. You don't put it on your eggs, Ethan. You put it on the toast. You just make Vegemite toast the same way you love it, but then just put some scrambled eggs on top, grate some cheese on top of that, and let me know. All right, please give it a try, and let me know whether you see where I'm coming from. For the sake of one scrambled egg, I think you can probably risk it, right? Just time it so I can do ECST or WCST. Actually, Paul, the original plan was I was going to make ECST this year, and that never came through. So my next plan was HHST, so Hocking Hills, which is at the end of September. And that, it's not looking very likely. I really hoped it would, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, see you later, Chris. Go easy, brother. I'll be in touch. And yeah, so if HSST doesn't happen, I suspect that the tournament thing probably won't happen for me, because otherwise I've got to wait till next June time to go out to ECST. But you never know. Might happen. Ethan, I am waiting for the Hoppin' Johns, man. I'm hanging out for that, brother. So I'm going to drop you a line about that. I don't know. I mean, I said I would wait and not try the recipe here, but maybe I should try the recipe here and then realize how badly I made it when I come and try it at your place. But there's also something really nice about the anticipation of waiting for something that you know you haven't tried and having it properly. Must be vegetarian, because if you were vegan, I would have told you 1,000 times by now. I wouldn't have, mate. I'd have got to 10 and been exhausted and wouldn't have been able to tell you anymore. I'd have been like, I'm vegan. Look, I'm vegan. I'm so tired. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to take the piss out of any of my vegan friends. I don't have many vegan friends, mainly because they're too exhausted to be friends with anyone. That's so cruel. I'm going to stop now. But yes, Paul, I am a lacto-ovo vegetarian. I do dairy, I do eggs, I do cheese, I just don't do meat. Haven't done for a long time. It's not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. Good on you, Ethan. Go try it, man. I don't care what you do as long as you don't push it on me, and you don't. Nah, not interested in proselytizing. Do your own thing, live your own life, be happy. ACC is in April. Yeah, I'll probably be out before April, hopefully. I could come and ride in the truck for 11 months until ECST, Leon. Be a bit cramped in there, wouldn't it? Ride truck for a week. Yeah, that's more like it, Chad. I just jump in the truck and go, hey, can you just pick me up? Take me somewhere? Yep, let Leon do the driving. Yeah, it's not so bad, Paul. I mean, I don't really miss anything. And looking at the prices of meat in the supermarket, and look, I mean, I'm still able to look at a piece of meat and go, that's not good quality, or, oh, that looks like good quality. I can look at a steak and go, that's well cooked, like it's been cooked well, and I can look at it and go, mate, you don't really know what you're doing, okay? So I look at a lot of meat dishes in restaurants, and I look at a lot of the uncooked meat in supermarkets, and I go, I wouldn't really want to eat that even if I was a meat eater. So that's exactly my point, Leon. I don't get to share the box. I don't get to live in the box. If I'm coming in the truck for 11 months, man, I'm having the box. I'm renting the box. You're sleeping in the seat and doing the driving. I will supply you with Australian candy as a sad, moderate prize for your loyalty and devotion to the trucking lifestyle. But I appreciate you being willing to clean the passenger seat off for me. I have a feeling that would be possibly quite an epic job. You won out after a day. Well, it depends. Depends what your playlist is, Leon. We've never talked music, man. So, there could be a lack of musical overlap there that could cause me to want to get out in less than a day. Who knows? I mean, like 11 months of Tammy Wynette without a break would probably, I don't think I'd survive that. Just keep totes on that side of the truck. Yeah, totes, eh? It's on high. Weird Al, all the time. All the Al, all the time. Oh, not very accurate today, guys. Oh, so just metal, just endless metal then. So you don't mix it up at all, Leon. It's just metal. I mean, I can handle that. I've seen all three of those bands live more than once. So, uh, Jelly Roll, yeah. Wow. I think I just tore a piece of aluminium off and it flew about 10 meters across the fence line. Hank. Hank and Willie. So I knew there'd be some country in there somewhere. Tupac's not my scene because I'm old school hip hop, and Tupac is a little too recent for me to get into. Tennessee slanging. I couldn't mess with my Medusa today. I was on fire. You can miss. I read that as mess. What is wrong with my eyesight? Couldn't mess with my Medusa. Yeah, the Medusa looks cool, man. I listen to anything that's not classical. Come on, man. Don't exclude all classical. That's like saying I don't really want to listen. I don't listen to rock. There's so much stuff that isn't like. I think music classification, as in rock, hip hop, punk, whatever, is a bit messed up anyway. You know, it's like listen to what you like, regardless of whether it's pop, rock, classical, or whatever. Like find the bands you like, the artists you like, listen to. It doesn't really matter. Oasis. You see, I have mixed feelings about Oasis. I shouldn't, because I'm basically a Gen X poster boy, and Oasis is the kind of is one of those bands of that was the soundtrack of my teenage years and 20s. But I don't know. They just annoy the hell out of me. Like, just both of them really annoy the hell out of me. They're just Northern Monkeys, you know? And I'm going to have a load of people bitch at me for using that phrase Northern Monkey now, but they just are. They really annoy me. Nasal, whining Northern Monkeys. Late 60s, early 70s rock, yeah. Country, less so for me, but that depends. I'll listen to a bit of it. I do like a bit of bluegrass, which is surprising. Well, not surprising, but I really appreciate the skill in like really good bluegrass musicians are just scary good. Foo Fighters, yeah, appreciate them more now. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should probably give it another listen, but I'll probably just be really annoyed by the nasal whine again. You know, it's that Manchester thing. They probably would call us both southern shandy drinking bastards, mate. You southern shandy drinking bastard. And I just go, oh, you nasal northern whining Mancunian. Yeah, that's it. I mean, also, Ethan, it's what you're exposed to. Like, if you grow up with it, um, like it took me ages, really, to get into the Beatles, for instance. They were really the only non-classical music or they were probably the only like modern music that my dad would tolerate, and he didn't listen to it much. But you do that. Oh, I don't want to listen to what my dad's listening to, so I avoided the Beatles for years and years and years. Um, but I like them now. Yeah. Currently, I'm spending a lot of time. I've been listening to less music and more kind of podcasts, which is annoying because it means my Spotify playlist is messed up. But yeah, I like a mix of stuff. If I like it, I like it, and it doesn't really matter. The Beatles are overrated. It's not controversial, mate. It's been stated by a lot of people. They are and they aren't. You know, it's more just there was something that they did as a group that was just right. And, you know, I don't like all the Beatles stuff. And I do have a bit of a soft spot for some of the more drug-induced psychedelic era stuff that they did when they were all off their heads. But Bonham. I mean, I'm a big Zepp fan, so, and Rush, another one. Like, love Rush. My tastes are very eclectic, probably as eclectic, if not more eclectic, than Leon's or Ethan's, because I actually do like bluegrass and I do like classical, although not all classical, because classical is too big. You know, there's a lot of classical I don't like, but there's some classical that is just basically. I do like the kind of heavy metal of classics a lot, so I'm like I will sit through a Wagnerian opera as they all scream to the heavens, where the orchestra is kind of filling up the boxes either side of the orchestra pit because it's too big. I like some kind of. If I'm in the mood, I'll listen to a bit of extremely fast Chopin or something, but I'm not really. Jean-Michel Jarre, yeah. I mean, I remember. I actually still have somewhere a VCR tape with a couple of his concerts. The Houston concert, if you remember that. Don't care for Rush a lot, but Neil Peart was astonishing, just astonishing. Where are we? I'm missing a load of stuff here. We started talking about music, and suddenly the comments are coming in. Up there, it says the drummer for Def Leppard, Chad Smith. Chad Smith's entertaining. I'm not sure that I'd rate him up there as one of the best drummers of all time. He's talented, but I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be reasonably good to be able to make multi-million-dollar selling albums if you're actually playing your instruments. Don't care for Rush, Neil Peart, ZZ Top, yep. Docklands in London, definitely Paul. So that one and the Houston gig. So Houston was first, and then Docklands was whatever. Then the following album, because Houston was Oxygen. No, it was the album after Oxygen, maybe. I remember. I remember the Houston gig being just after or soon after the space shuttle, the Challenger space shuttle disaster, which, along with a whole bunch of other world events, is something that's really clear in my mind, because I remember watching the Challenger shuttle explode on TV, and you know, it's just. Yeah, he has, Ethan. Agreed. Yeah, I think both those gigs, Paul, I think both those gigs are on YouTube now. Like, you'll be able to track them down, watch them again for a bit of nostalgia. I'm thinking I might have to change frames. I've done some long draw, I might have to do some short draw. Just want to hit this can one more time. I don't want to keep missing it. But I'm going to keep missing it, aren't I? Now that I've said that, I'm just not going to hit it. Come on. That'll do. I hit it. It's moving. It wasn't a solid hit. I'm going to put this frame away. And I'm going to draw out this frame. Look, Leon. I made a really bad, really bad thingy, whatever they're called, lanyard. I know you've seen it, but I don't think anyone else has seen it. And this is my Wasp Unifox. Oh look, he's shooting TTF. I'm all about doing things weirdly today. Ethan, yeah. Def Leppard, another band I've seen live back in the day, around the Hysteria. I think I saw him on the Hysteria tour. So he'd only just lost his arm. That was the first album after they came up with his fancy robotic drum kit that he plays with his feet. And it was an awesome gig. That was something else. That was one of the most epic openings to a gig that I've ever experienced. Sitting quite close to the stage, it was in the round, so the whole audience they were in the center, and they started the gig with a whole, the stage was surrounded by a curtain hanging from a boom, and they opened with Stage Fright, the song Stage Fright, which, for anyone who doesn't know Def Leppard or that era of Def Leppard, Stage Fright starts with Joe going, "I said welcome to my show." And they did that behind the curtain, and then as it went into the first bit, it was like, got the whole damn night to go. And the drums and the guitar started, pyros went off, and they detached the curtain from the boom, and it was weighted, so it just dropped straight down like a big cylinder of fabric. And there they were in the middle with all this pyro and stuff going off. If you listen to the track, you'll understand how epic that would have looked. It's very memorable, and that would have been, 88, 89, probably. Ooh, dear. Precise .455, cut 18 to 12. And yes, it's launching the clay very, very fast. See, I'm still a short door shooter, really. I don't like to admit it, but I am a short draw shooter. From the point of view of accuracy, I'm probably going to have to resort to the old cheek anchor. But I am practicing the long draw. For all you long draw shooters out there, I am trying. I'm doing my best. It's mainly so coin can stop paying out on me. It was a smack, Ethan. That little, what's left of those cans is making a good noise when it gets hit now. Just need a proper long draw band. It's true. I mean, I need to practice more. I'm going to cut some Omega 5.5, Omega White 5.5, 15 to 10 or 16 to 10, probably 16, 10, 200, and just see how that goes. Maybe 16, 10, 240, and go 3/4, because this, drawing to here isn't as comfy for me as drawing half butterfly, 3/4 butterfly. So we'll see. But I will keep you in the loop as to how I'm going with it. Oop, that was a miss. See if I can get one of those more. Oh. See if I can get the Omega can. Pop. There it is. Go easy, Leon. I'll drop you a line, man. Thanks for hanging around so long. Appreciate you. I'll message you later, man. What time is it where you all are? I've just realized I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. Wow. Okay. Must be getting late, certainly East Coast. Ooh, that was at the 22 meter can, and it's again just low. 8:25 Central. Cool. 9:30. Yeah. Go get some rest, Leon. We'll speak soon, man. Good to see you. 8:26 CST. It's very precise timekeeping, Robert. I appreciate the specificity of that. It's 8:26 and 37 seconds, 38, 39, 40, 41. See you later, Leon. Yeah, so long draw and long distance are the things that I am going to be practicing over the coming weeks. Because I need to get both those games up. Tink. That was that one there, in case I was blocking it. That's out at about 15 meters or so. I did measure all these ages ago. These, by the way, are beyond my fence line. I nipped out into the little bit of bush behind my fence line, which is just where this log is. Yeah, this little stump. This is my fence posts. So that one there is about 22 meters. This one here is about 15, 16. This one's at 10. This one and the wiffle ball, which has disappeared. I think they're at coin worker distance, about 8.5, 9 meters. You know, what we refer to as coin worker 10 meter. It's a new measurement. It's part of the new standard, the new revised imperial standard, which includes the JB long shot, which is anything, multiples of 100 yards. I did 3 JB long shots. That's 300 yards. You go like it was 2 coin worker 10s. That's like 18 meters. So we're just defining. We in the slingshot community are defining new measurement standards for the world. Let's go for the 22 meter. Whee, that was close. Sea hare and a metric ton. Yeah. The old F ton. The old F-bomb ton. I generally use metric shit ton is quite a big thing in my linguistic repertoire. I'll talk about metric shit ton of whatever. So that long distance shot is just giving me problems today. Oh, hit the tree below it. Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, he's such a legend in his own mind. We should at the very least start measuring everything in multiple coins, coin measuring system. In fact, we'll just call it that. We'll just call it a coin, right? How many coins was it? 3, 27 meters. There you go. He'd appreciate that. He'd appreciate the fact that he was famous for something else as well. Oh, the wind's picking up. This clay doesn't like the wind. I'm cutting leaves off trees behind all the targets, but I'm not really hitting the target. Oh, I hit that one. Oh, Ethan. Yeah, I swear it was this big. Actually, I'm disappointed that he didn't drop in today. I should have messaged him and let him know. He would have been entertaining to field his insightful comments. Oh. Well, at least the rain held off, which is good. I'm going to go another 5 minutes or so, guys, and then I'm going to let you all go to your fun evening, doing whatever it is that you plan to do, spending time with family or sitting lonely and alone, playing with your latex, and your slingshot latex. Clink. You coined that measuring term. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna have to let him know that we have redefined measurement in his honor. Tink. That was that one there. Woo, 15 meters. That's good. I can't even see it really, because actually you can see it better than I can see it, because this branch just here is obscuring it. Let me break it off. Now, destroying my own vegetation. We definitely need a resident drummer. He only needs a snare and a hi-hat and a snare and a crash cymbal, so he can just go di-di-di-di. I hope no one ever decides to go for a little wander through this little bit of bushland here, because they're just going to get pelted any day that I'm out here. Oh, and that's that target disappeared. Blink. Oh, yeah. Counted my frame. Pulled the shot right. Schmack. Yeah, so band cutting is the next job. Got to cut some bands, specifically some long draw, but I also do some short draw. So I'm just going to chop up some of that Omega white that I've got, the 0.45 and the 0.55. Make a bunch of short draw bands in 0.45 and some long draw bands in 5.5. Maybe some. How long? Those of you who shoot the Omega 0.45, so I know Ethan, you're shooting the 0.6 green, so this will be pretty irrelevant. But who's shooting the 0.45 Omega? And if so, what tapers are you using? And are you shooting long or short draw with it? As if anyone's listening. I don't even know who's here. I can't even see. Let me have a look. Is it possible to see? Can I see? How do I see? 0.6.5 berries. Yeah. So you're not shooting the 0.45 at all, Ethan? Ooh, wind's picking up. Schmack. Omega white, short draw, 22.12, 170. Okay, 170 is a bit longer than I normally do short draw, but 22.12. See, I might try some 22.12, maybe 150 or something with the 0.45. See how it goes. I'm normally a 20 to 12 taper. And 0.45 with your taper, which is 16 to 10, Ethan? 16, 10, 200, is it? Just checking. So many variables. So complicated. So sciencey. I've also got to do some speed testing with the Omega white as well. 16, 10, 250. Okay. give it a go. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna cut up a bunch of latex into various configs and see how I go with it. That was a weird kind of semi-long draw with a short draw band. Didn't work. But that worked. I keep making this target disappear. Yeah, I mean, I cut mine and then I tend to like, weird is that I cut to length, but then I lose with tying it on and connecting it to the Slingshot Plus. Wrap and tuck versus clipped. I don't use anywhere near as much latex on a clipped frame as I would with a wrap and tuck frame, so it's all a bit. I think being overly precise about it just seems a bit self-defeating. That wiffle ball is going to present a challenging target. I'm going to have another go, see if I can hit it. There we go, it's gone. I'm just making all the near targets disappear into the branches above. Twisty bands. Alright, I think I'm going to call that quits, guys. Weather's closing in, it's looking a bit dark and looming. It may well rain on me. Wind's picking up again. So, good. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging around and putting up with my aimless waffling. I shall look forward to catching up with you again soon. The various people I've said I will message. Apologies if that takes me a bit, because my brain all over the place, but yeah, we'll be in touch. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'll drop you guys a line, and hopefully I'll get on live again soon. But I'll catch you in the next one. So be good to each other. Stay on target. I'll speak to you all soon. Very well.